All right, everyone, welcome back to Automotive Anatomy. Today we have something a little bit unique and different. My brother, who works for this huge, company, was like, "Hey, they're gonna be doing like a car show at one of the locations. He doesn't work at this particular location, but is the same company, and so he's like, you want to show up?" And I was like, "All right, yeah, why not?" That was like 3 weeks ago, and then he followed up, like 3 days ago, and I was like, "Okay, yeah, I'll make it out." And it was surprisingly, I thought it was gonna be outside, but the setup was pretty cool. As you guys can tell, there's gonna be a variety of cars. I got to see some cool cars in different stages, but they were all very clean. And so, the first one was this 64 Impala. It seems like it's back to just OG spec plus. The lighting wasn't the best, but I'm not complaining because that day it was extremely hot and yeah, the shade being inside or under some type of roof helped a lot. And so yeah, I just want to give a big shout out to my brother for letting me know about this event. And so hopefully they do it next year as well, because I think this is the very first time they've hosted it. And I think part of the event it was to meet some driver that drives for like a little Indy car, and I think the little Indy car is Honda powered. So I don't know. I didn't really stay that long. I think I was there for about 2.5 hours. But I ended up doing the walk around of all the cars that were there. Showcase. I think there's about 12 cars of them. As you guys can tell, a little bit of American muscle, a little bit of some cool American cars. Like this Suburban is bagged, um, and I think this was the one or two Japanese cars putting it down. This is one of my brother's coworkers that he actually works with at the same location. And so boosted RSX, he's putting in the work. There's as he mentioned, I got to meet him. He's like, there's still so much that I need to do to my car, and some of us we think that the car is done just looking from the outside, but as you know, the owner is always going to be the one who knows the things that still needs to be done. And so that's his Instagram. For all you dudes and ladies that say that I don't show RSXs, there you go. Definitely, it was a very clean car, and I think it was cool just the fact that most people, I'm sure, didn't know like what's so special about this car, but once you kind of know a little bit, you realize like, oh, it's boosted. They don't come, maybe they don't even know what that has a turbo back there. It's just little things like that, and that's no different than the cars that we're staring at now. We don't know how rare or special certain things are, like these wheels, the Fuchs wheels, right? I think that's what they're called. But you guys know that I'm a huge just car enthusiast, and so the buses, anything old school BW, I really get a kick of, and I really enjoy. And so just seeing, I don't know what this would be considered a truck, with the bike in the back, it's rad, just to see them on the road. And then this Baja bug, I would assume. I mean, just so gnarly, the setup that they have, and just so many different ways that these cars have been modified. You guys know I like suspension, so I had to get a little bit of footage on the suspension, because I always get a kick of just the different suspension setups that we have. And you'll see that there was a lifted Blazer, and also like some type of dragster Gazzer that will be coming up, that I also kind of take a look at the suspension, just because it's just interesting, so everything's really different. But yeah, very very cool cars. I like the wide body on the BW bus, and so it's just unique. You can definitely see that these cars were really all in top shape. So definitely the people that were up to showcase their cars, they put in a lot of work and effort into it. And so I wasn't able to show the inside of that Porsche, because it was I think the owner was there, and I didn't want to obviously put the GoPro on their face. But very very nice interior on the retro mod. And then this is the dragster that I was talking about. It's a 55 Chevrolet 210 sedan. Have no idea what that means. All I know that it has some beefy tires set up in the back, huge motor, and yeah, I mean, just like a tribute to some of those gassers, back in the day. Which I honestly don't know much about, but I'm just looking at all this. I'm like, some serious fab work has been done to this car, and I love livery slash paint job that they did, because it just gives it a raw, the rear bumper with those holes. It just gives it so much personality. And so, yeah, I don't know much about this cars, and I know that the 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 dollar sign definitely is high on this build, just because just by looking at it is pretty crazy to see. It gives me the, I don't know if some of you guys might be in tune with the show Roadkill. I think they still make videos, but they make them for like I think for Amazon or something like that. But they used to make them for YouTube, and one of the guys built a car like that, and it was Blasphemy. I think that was the name of the car, and that was a great episode. But yeah, if you guys don't know, Roadkill on YouTube, great show. Too bad they kind of, they got bigger budgets, and they end up signing with a bigger networking company, and so I don't think they're making any more videos on YouTube, but now they're making them for Motor Trend app and some other good stuff. But still pretty cool show. And then obviously you guys know I like these old school, fleet lines, bombs, all that good stuff. I love the patina look. I think that there's only certain cars that can really rock it. And not to say that anything in the 90s can, because yeah, you can build patina in the 90s, but just seeing it in some of these older chassis definitely gives you that vibe. I'm not opposed to a paint job. Right now this orange car is full of people looking at it, but we'll come back around and check it out. But I like it. As you guys will see, the orange on it, it's beautiful. But just having a nice patina looking car, so it's cool. I mean, it's to each its own. I think you really have to see, I guess, when you get the car, right? If you get the car or it's inherit from family and it's always been patina, then you just want to keep it like that. But if you're like looking for a chassis that for sure you want to make it top quality, then you don't care if it had patina or not. You're just gonna go and fix it and paint it. And so I think this is definitely one of the cars, right? I mean, look at the interior, look at the outside and the engine, just done to spec. Plus it's crazy, to say the least. I don't know much about these cars. I think some of you guys have mentioned that it'd be cool to start interviewing people in this type of chassis, and I'm 100% down for it. I think it's just finding the right person who's willing to do it. As any other car is, it comes a little bit with its challenges, but as I mentioned before, the Fox bodies are definitely one of the cars that I really like. There's so much potential for these cars, and this one is a prime example of what the options, the different styles and the different routes that you can take it. Very simple from the outside, but you just look at it and just the wheel fitment on it, how simple it is. The color, I'm not sure if that's a factory color. Obviously it's been resprayed, but I don't know if it has a factory color. But there's just so much you can do. The Lamborghini had a few people surrounding it when they turn it on. Yeah, as you guys know, we have great appreciation for exotics, but it's not I guess our main event here at Automotive Anatomy. But you never know, maybe if they ever case swap a Lamborghini, then we'll interview them. And then, like I mentioned, talking about complete rest of my pluses, this Blazer, I didn't know it was a Blazer. I just I saw the logo, but it's been done, top to bottom. The suspension on it, every little nut and bolt has been replaced. You can tell that the undercoating has been resprayed. I mean, it seems like no shortcuts were cut on this build, and there's a bucket in front of the cars, and every car could get a little boat, or and I don't know who won, to be honest with you, but in my book they're all winners, just because they were able to showcase their car. There was a lot of free food, and there were some cool vibes. I'm doing a voiceover because it was loud music, and being indoors it kind of just echoes, so there was no way you guys were gonna be able to hear me. But anyways, I appreciate you guys the time, the support, and I hope you guys like this little walk around. So peace out.